Hey there, welcome back to my channel. This is Jay Johnson with windowpurchase.com. If you found this video on YouTube, you can go directly to my windowpurchase.com website where all my videos are located in one convenient spot. And you can scroll down a light item list of almost 200 videos at this stage. I'm always putting up more, so that'll change. And then just pick out the ones that pertain to you so you're not surfing all over YouTube wasting your time. Anyway, the video I want to do today is on steel entry doors, because they're not all created equal. And I'm not going to hit every bulletin point on what makes one different than another, but I do want to hit on the gauge of steel and how it is rust proofed and painted. So let's get into it. I want to show you a picture of something here. Actually, it's a very short video.
Simulating a forced entry with way more force than normal.
Notice it didn't ding, dent, and dimple. So the thing that turns people off on most entry doors for steel, for residential, is they think it's going to ding, dent, and dimple. But what you don't know is it could be painted, it could be stained, it can have a texture to it, make it look like a wood door. And you need to know the gauge of steel. The lower the number, the stronger the door slab is going to be, the skin. So you have a 20 gauge steel door, for example, and that's what you saw in the video, by the way. It was a 20 gauge steel door. It was not a 22 gauge, but most of the doors on the market sold for steel are typically 24 gauge, which is very thin, and then 26 gauge, which is pretty much your worst. It's very thin. If you had like a size of that piece of steel about the size of a playing card, you can flex it about as easy as a playing card. But the problem is, you make a 20 gauge steel door and a 22 gauge and a 24 gauge and a 26 gauge, and you paint them all the same color and you put the same fancy hardware on them and maybe the same glass in them. They all look the same, but they're not made the same. And what I want to do is compare, for instance, the 20 gauge steel door to the 24 gauge, because the 24 gauge seems to dominate the industry, not because it's good, it's because it's cheap. But so here we go. 20 gauge steel door made from the proper company would have 49% more galvannealed steel in it than the 24 gauge. This would also have 300% more coating thickness on it than the 24 gauge. Also, this slab here gets completely dipped in a bath for rust proofing, hot dip galvanized. All edges, side, top, bottom, everything. You can't miss a spot because it's being dipped. Most of your 24 gauge steel doors get hooked up to a light electrical current, and it gets a light spray coating from the outside only, and that's their version of rust proofing. I've also seen door companies that just do one coat with a paintbrush, and then they might seal it with one coat of UV protected polyurethane, whereas your better steel doors, they're going to go through usually a 5-step finishing process, and 2 of those steps are 2 different types of coats of UV protected polyurethane to really seal in that color. So there's a lot of differences between steel doors in the market, but you need to know the differences. Quit just looking at the cosmetics and the color and the hardware and the glass. It goes way beyond that. Anyway, that's the segment I wanted to cover for steel doors right now. I will put up another one covering other things that you need to know about how the slab is actually constructed. My name is Jay Johnson, windowpurchase.com. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. Thank you so much.